this generation that will carry you on her head like she doesn't have sense again. You have found me, you have found me,
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Khanani MATHONSI. If you don't know me, but now you know me, so become a part of the family. Subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. So today I have a word for all of us, and I say all of us because sometimes this word is also relevant to me, and not sometimes, all the time it's relevant to me. We are reading from the book of Ezekiel, chapter 22, verse 30, and I'm going to read it in the Good News translation. It reads as follows. It says, I looked for someone who could build a wall, who could stand in the places where the walls have crumbled and defend the land when my anger is about to destroy it, but I could find no one. This is God speaking. God is speaking to Ezekiel. Ezekiel is a man of God. Ezekiel is a man that has been called by God. In Ezekiel chapter 2, God clearly states, he says to him, he says that where I'm sending you to a land of rebels. I'm sending you into a difficult time. I'm sending you into a place where the people are not going to listen to you. But know this, they will know that there is a prophet of God among them. So I'm sending you to do my work. All you need to do there is say what I want you to say. Don't get there, do your own thing. No. Just say what I want you to say. Whether they hear you, don't hear you, they don't listen to you, it's fine. It's fine. I know where I'm sending you to, and I know the work that's gonna be done. So in this particular passage, he's talking about the sins of Israel's leaders. So the Israelites have conformed to the standards of the world, right? And the leaders, instead of not conforming to the standards of the world, because this is what's dominant, this is what's popular in the world at the time, in this particular era, they decide that they're going to join in on the popularity. You know, they're going to join in on what's common. They're going to join in on what looks fun, what looks nice. They're going to join in and do all of that, right? These are the leaders. And so now God is speaking to Ezekiel, and he's saying, this land is full of sin. The leaders are doing that, and the leaders are doing this, and this is not my plan for humanity. And now I'm looking for someone who could defend this land. I'm looking for someone who could rebuild the walls. I'm looking for someone who can help pick up the broken pieces. I'm looking for someone who can heal souls. I'm looking for someone who can deliver these people, but I am finding no one. And it got me thinking, how does God find no one when there is me and you? Because we've been clearly given a mandate. See, because now you may start questioning, yeah, but perhaps I don't really have a calling upon your life. No, but you have a mandate. You have a mandate that's given to you in Mark 16 verse 15. Mark 16 verse 15, it says, go unto all the earth, go into the world and preach the gospel, share the word, minister through your gifts, through your talents, through the skills you've acquired, minister to my people, minister to all humanity, preach the gospel to all creation. So we've got a mandate. But the problem is we are not fulfilling the mandate. This is what God is saying here. He's saying that he's looking for someone to do the work, but there is no one to do the work. So if me and you are here, me and you are children of God, me and you are Christians, we've decided that we are gonna be like Christ. Why are we not fulfilling the mandate like Christ? Because when Jesus said in Mark 16 verse 15, he was talking to his disciples, he said, no, go unto all the earth. This was after his resurrection. He said, go into the earth and preach the word. Go into the earth and do as I've shown you. I've been the leader, I've been the example, I've shown you guys what you need to do. So go into all the earth and do that. So when you said, I'm a Christian, I'm choosing God. I am choosing this lifestyle. I'm choosing to be baptized. I'm choosing to be one with Christ. You said I am gonna be like him. I'm gonna follow in his footsteps. Therefore, I'm gonna fulfill the mandate that he has given me. So my question to you today is, why have you not started fulfilling the mandate? Why have you not begun doing the work? Because honestly, when you look at it, you can analyze and sit there and be like, God is looking for someone to do the work, but he finds no one. Out of all the people in the land, he finds no one. How? If I'm here, see, it took me some time, it took me quite some time to accept that this mandate needs me to fulfill it. There is no time for me to be selfish. There is no time for me to sit here and exclude myself and exempt myself for whatever reason, for selfish reasons, and say that someone else is going to do it. Because we are those type of people. We are like, no, I think, that person is going to do it. And I think, yeah, I think she prays very well. So I think she's going to do that. No, but we all have a mandate. We all have a mandate. Don't sit there questioning, debating, analyzing. Just do it. Because we've clearly been given an instruction. We need to carry out the instruction, because God here is saying that the land that you are living in is broken. There are people that are scarred. There are people that are broken. There are things that are going wrong. There are unmentionable things. There are things that you can't even put terms to. We live in a world where so many things that should not be common are common. So many things that should not be happening are dominant. It's the things, this is what causes us to conform to the standards of the world, because it seems normal. See, sometimes you need to introspect. You need to look at your life and be like, the things that I'm doing, the lifestyle that I'm leading, is it right? Is it what God wants me to do? Is it the standard? Is it the standard that God wants me to live by? Because we tend to see a lot of these things on social media. That's why it's very important what you take in, what you convict yourself of, what you believe in. It's very important that you analyze those type of things, because it becomes very normal through the music you listen to, through the fashion you see, through what you watch, through what you listen to, what you read. It becomes normal because it's common. It's common. And this is what's happening here. In the land of the Israelites, everything is common. That even the chosen ones are succumbing to the pressure. They are giving in to what's normal. They're giving in to the norm. Do not conform to the standards of this world. Which means that we've been set apart because we've got a mandate. There is work that we must do. See, the thing is, you cannot do the work if you are part of the common. You cannot do the work if you're part of what's normal. You cannot do the work if you're part of what's dominant, what's popular, what's nice, what's fashionable. No. You cannot. There needs to be some kind of exclusion. See, you can't be a person that constantly wants to be included in everything. In that vibe, I'm there, and in that vibe, I'm there. It's an era of what, and I'm there in that era. No. You must believe and you must know that as a child of God, you have been set apart. You have been excluded from certain things because there is a mandate upon your life. To fulfill that mandate, you need to be different. To fulfill that mandate, you need to set an example. You can't set an example if you're part of the commons. You can't set an example if you were doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. Thing is, you can't deny that there is an instruction. You can't deny that there is a mandate. You are seeing the world, these commons, these things. It's things that are happening. The world is breaking down. The walls are crumbling down. And God is saying, I'm looking for someone to rebuild. I'm looking for someone to defend. Someone who's going to say, I am set apart. Someone who's going to say, I am different. Someone who's going to say, even in these challenging times, even in these times where things that are not right, things that are not the way that that they should be are the way that they are, I am going to step in and say, because I am called, because I have a mandate, because there is an instruction upon my life, I am going to fulfill it. He is looking for somebody and he finds no one. Why? Because we want to be in the mix. Where the vibes are is where I'm at. What do you stand for? What do you stand for? See, Ezekiel, in this particular passage, in this particular chapter, in this particular story, he was excluded. He was the man that was different. What was common here is not what Ezekiel was a part of. There was a lot of sin, there was a lot of things that were happening that Ezekiel was not a part of. And he was the man that was there to fulfill the mandate. How do you expect yourself to fulfill the mandate? How do you expect yourself to do the job if you are going to be in the mix? We can't tell you apart because you're not set apart, or you have not accepted that you've been set apart. See, there's this thing of wanting to find a balance. Yeah, no, I must balance, because I'm young, there must be a balance of my life, I must dabble there, but also like on Sundays life is great and I'm ministering the word of God, but during the week then there's a bit of a half and half and there's a balance. No, there can't be a balance. There can't be a balance. Because now if you're looking at this particular situation, God has sent Ezekiel, God has sent him apart, has set him apart, and he has sent him into this challenging era. If now Ezekiel went in there and he conformed to the standards of the world, the standards of this particular era, this particular time, then that means there was going to be no one to save the land, no one to defend the land. What I'm saying to you today is that you've been called to defend the land. What I'm saying to you today is that you've been called to build up the walls. What I'm saying to you today is that there is a mandate upon your life. There is an instruction. There is something that you must do. You must fulfill this. There is a task. There is a job at hand. Don't constantly want to be in the mix. Don't constantly want to fit in and be part of everything and everyone, and it's nice and it's no. You've got a mandate. You've got a mandate. There are certain things that you must do. You can't speak the way that everybody speaks. You can't look the way that everybody looks. You can't do life the way everybody does life. You've been set apart. He is looking for somebody to do the work. Are you going to be the person that's going to say, God, here I am. I surrender myself. I surrender myself and I'm going to do the work. I surrender myself and I'm going to follow your instruction. I surrender myself and I am going to be called and I'm going to answer to this call. I surrender myself and I'm going to fulfill the mandate. This task that you've given to me, I'm going to do it. We need to be people that are going to stand in the midst of it all. In the midst of whatever it is that's happening, we need to be people that are going to say, because I'm set apart, I am going to be excluded, and that's fine. Because I'm set apart, I'm going to be different, and that's perfectly okay. In other words, God is saying here that we need to stand in the gap. We need to stand in the gap. You can't be part of a generation and look at your peers and look at people around you and look at things and lifestyles and be like, yeah, but that's not right, but you're not standing in the gap. What are you doing about that? What are you doing about that? If there's a mandate that says go and preach the word, go and minister, go and heal, go and sing, go and do this, go and why are you not carrying that out? Why not carrying that out? See, you need to accept that regardless of how painful, regardless of how hard this is going to be on me, it does not matter, because it's not about me. I need to stand in the gap. I need to defend my people. I need to defend my generation. I need to defend this land. If not you, then who? See, it's not about someone else. If not you, then who? If not me, then who? If God clearly gave me an instruction and said I'm not going to do it, then who's going to do it? We need to stand up. We need to rise up. We need to stand in the gap. There is a gap that's very clear. In our different environments, there are gaps that we need to stand in. And we need to stand in them boldly and proudly and say, because I have been instructed by God, I am going to do this. It's not about me. It's not a popularity contest. It's not about whether I look nice. It's not about that. It's not about that. That's why I said last time that it's not about favorable situations. It's not about fashionable things. It's not about whether it's nice or it's not nice. It's about fulfilling the mandate. It's about doing the work. If God is looking for someone who is gonna stand in the gap, let that be you. Don't come up with excuses. Don't debate. Don't analyze. Don't question. No. Accept that there is a mandate. Accept that there is an instruction. If God says I'm looking for someone who's going to pray for this person, I'm looking for someone that's going to hold this person's hand through this, that, and the third, then you are going to be that person. You are going to stand up and you are going to do that. There is a mandate upon you. Do it. In our different environments, there are mandates, there are things, and you see them. You see these things that you're meant to do. You hear God speaking to you, that there is an instruction that you must fulfill this, that you must talk to this person, that you must pray for this person, that you must minister to this person, that you must... Don't ignore that. Do it. It's part of standing in the gap. So just do it. Thank you so much for tuning in up until the end of this video. Do like, comment, share, as well as subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.